This is the Disrespectful Lady, and I'm your host, Dr. J. Wagwan. 2016. It's real life out here. White privilege. It's called Our Black Men Are Dying at an Alarming Rate, and we got to do something about it. It's the Disrespectful Lady. Let's change the world, one person at a time. Thank you for joining us. Subscribe to the page. Subscribe to the Disrespectful Lady channel. Follow us on Instagram. Share with your friends. Let's change the world together. If you got something that you can share with us, please do. This is what this forum is. It's a freedom of speech. It's an opportunity for us to change the world. It's the Disrespectful Lady. What really are going on, you know? This is the Disrespectful Lady, and I'm your host, Dr. J. Wagwan. Thank you for joining us for another beautiful taping, another beautiful show that we have go on this week. Unfortunately, the tone for this week's show isn't so positive. We had two brothers got killed again by police officers, and I want to address the issue. We have to talk about it, we have to share this information, and we have to try and change the world. And we're going to do so by spreading this knowledge. One brother was walking down the highway, his car broke down. He actually had both hands up, and 4 officers surrounded him. He shot and killed the poor man. Another gentleman sitting in the car reading a book got shot and killed. I mean, 2 brothers just sitting there minding their business or just walking down the highway trying to get help for his situation gets killed, loses their lives. You know, there's an injustice in America. It is white privilege because all these officers saw was a black man. They didn't see a man on a highway needing help. They didn't see a disabled man sitting in a car. What they saw was a black man, and he's a threat, and we have to take him out. This situation that's going on in America needs to be addressed. There needs to be something done about what's happening. And you know what? Thank God for Colin Kaepernick, and thank God for all these people that are standing up trying to bring awareness to what is happening. It's white privilege, and it isn't fair. It is not fair that a terrorist with 10 bombs in New York City, and 2 of which of the 10 goes off and designate and injures 25 people, still survives a shootout with police officers. And he shot 2 police officers, and he survives a shootout with police officers. And here you have 2 unarmed black men, one needing help, one sitting in the car, and they get killed and lose their lives. This is not okay, America. And you know what? It takes courage to speak up and stand up for your right. And you know what? We live in a land of freedom. This is freedom of speech, freedom of expression. If you feel that you're being unjust or something is being wronged to you, or you're being wronged in some way, shape, or form, you have the right to speak up about it. You have the right to use your voice and do something about it. And Colin Kaepernick, Beyonce, a few of the celebrities that are bringing action. Taraji Henson with all her posts that are trying to bring attention to this situation. Our black men are dying at an alarming rate. Police officers have an issue with black men, and it isn't fair because we should feel good and safe to call a police officer to aid us, but we can't, and we don't feel good, and we don't feel safe. And as black people, we deserve to live as our equal white counterpart. We deserve to live in a privileged world and have an opportunity to enjoy this world that we are all living. We are all contributing members to this society. As black people, we do contribute to this society, and we should be able to enjoy the fruits of this. We should not be subjected and feel fearful to live in a world that we contribute to, in a society that we help to build and foster. This is not fair. Black people are treated unfair and is unjust in this country. The world, America, needs to take notice and needs to do something about it. It's unfortunate. We are treated different. Even other races and other cultures and other countries treat us different. Chinese people, Indians, there's so many different classes of people that are raised and taught to stay distant from black people. And, you don't want to really be associated with black people. It's the stigma of a black friend because we live in a white privileged world. And they know it too. Imagine if it was your race being treated unjust and having to deal with all of the discrimination that blacks have to deal with all the time. What would you do? Why are we wrong for standing up been fighting. You know, there's a celebrity, Kate Upton, who had an issue with Colin Kaepernick and his way of expressing what he wants to express, his way of standing up for the unjust. And she had so much to say, but yet so many people on social media are now getting in a raw about her. No, so many people are now having so much to say negative towards Kate Upton because you had nothing to say about the police brutality that blacks endure, but you have so much to say about Colin Kaepernick and him just kneeling down. He's not doing anything to anyone. He's not killing anyone. These police officers are killing people, but you have nothing to say about it. It is a double standard. We live in a white privileged world. The only way that we can change this is to recognize that there is a situation and a problem. We as people, all of us, needs to do something about what is happening. This is the Disrespectful Lady, and I'm just saying, subscribe to the page, share with your friends, follow me on Instagram. This is the Disrespectful Lady. We're gonna change this world. Mwah. The good news is Hillary Clinton is speaking out and is addressing the issue with black men and law enforcement. And I commend her and I say thank you, Hillary. Please bring more attention to this. When you get elected President Hillary Clinton, please do something about what is this situation. This situation is not going away. It is deeply enrooted and it's going to take a long time. But we as people have to work together and try to find a way. Donald Trump, on the other hand, met with Don King, you know, the boxing promoter. Oh, God. You know, I didn't even know he was a Republican. But you know what? Goes to figure. Look at, you know, what he's done to so many people. But here he is supporting Donald Trump, and Donald Trump trying to, you know, bring light to the shooting of the two two black men that have died at the hands of the police officers this week. And he failed poorly. And Donald, you know, Don King dropped the N-word. I think Don King meant any offense with saying the word, but that's what happens when we use the word so comfortably. We as people feel that we can call each other, yo, what's up, my brother? What's up? You know, how you doing, brother? But it's not okay when the world sees that and then in turn want to call us that and then we take offense to it. I mean, how do you feel? What are your positions on the N-word and when it should be used and how it should be used? My God, the wind is taking my skirt away. So, yeah, and then another situation. I have a young lady, half Filipino, half black. She went to the Philippines for the first time. And when she arrived there were people looking at her and gawking at her like she was this, you know, entity. And she was surprised. They wanted to take pictures with her. And it was the same thing because she didn't look like them. And they were just like, oh, but you're black and, you know, with the curly hair. Because everyone there has straight hair. My point being, there are people around the world that don't know black people, and their impressions of us is what they see on TV, what they read in magazines and newspapers. So we as black people have to do better and try, and you know, the media, the books, everything, society has to try and do better in the way that they paint us, because we are good people. We are great people, human beings, contributing members to this society, and we should be treated accordingly. This is the Disrespectful Lady on politics. Follow me on Instagram, the Disrespectful Lady. Check out the videos on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Share with your friends. Let's change the world. This is the Disrespectful Lady. Mwah. Just to recap on politics this week, did you know that all the living presidents are actually against voting for Trump? Just keep that in mind when you go out there to vote. Please drag everyone you know. It's vote or die. Go out there and vote for Hillary Clinton. Because if we don't, we're going to be living in a communist society like Russia. Russia is going to take over this place. Have you seen Putin and Trump? All right, I'm just saying. The Disrespectful Lady. Mwah. This is the Disrespectful Lady, and I'm your host, Dr. J. Wagwan. Let's talk about what's going on in the news. Let's talk about what's going on in high society, A-class level, Hollywood. 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 on a serious note, this is really terrible. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are looking like they're coming to an end. Angelina filed for divorce just Monday. News broke on TMZ. They've been together for 12 years and they have 6 children together, 3 of which are adopted. And the world is not mad at all about this. And you know why? Because we all know how they got together. Brad and Jennifer Aniston were together, and Angelina and him did that movie, and she took him. And you know what they say, how you get a man is how you lose a man. And you know what? Karma never forgets. So it's kind of a sick situation. People are kind of posting pictures of Jennifer happy and, gloating. And I think that we need to slow down a little bit, and I think we need to ease up a little bit, because you know what? At the end of the day, this is a family, a real life family. Children are going to be affected by this situation. And, it breaks my heart. It really does. It breaks my heart to see that 6 children will not, have the opportunity to be raised in a 2-family home, because it takes 2. You need both the mother and the father, no matter whom and how they are. It's important and it makes a difference, and it's important and it makes a difference. And it just saddens me that they come to an end, no matter how they began, well, not no more, no matter how they began. It's unfortunate to see them come to an end. And it's unfortunate to see this union come to an end. I kind of thought it was going to last, but, such is life. Hey, easy come, easy go. This is the way it goes. Okay, Brad and Angelina news. And, what's sad is they're saying that he may be up on child endangerment charges. And it's crazy, because look at the way they started, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, with that crazy, messy divorce, and look at the way the situation is turning around. But listen, we don't know. We never know what's going to happen. Life is crazy like that. They may wind up making things work out. Look at Jennifer Gardner and Ben Affleck. They 3 kids, and they're making their union work. They separated for a year. They thought that they were getting a divorce. They actually filed for divorce, but it didn't happen, and they're sticking together. I'm not wishing nothing bad for anybody. In this life, you never know, so don't count nobody out. And I'm not counting Brad or Angelina out. They had a beautiful love story, no matter how their love story started. Yes, we'd like to sit here and be the judge and have, and sit on this higher than mighty throne and say, oh, she's stolen from Jennifer Aniston. But you know what? This is life. Those 6 children may not be here if they weren't together. So we don't know why things happen in life, but just live this life. They've lived this life, and if it comes to an end, so be it. I have a funny motto. The best cup of coffee has to come to an end. The best candy bar, the best slice of cake has an ending. So the best love story sometimes has an ending. And this is the disrespectful lady. Mwah. Why really I go on, Oh, okay, so let's talk about the Kardashian news. All right, we didn't talk our Kardashian news. So our Kardashian news this week is that Rob and China have a new show. Unfortunately for them, I don't think the show is gonna go anywhere. No one is just that interested in Blac Chyna or Rob. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but you better off sticking with the regular Kardashian show, because Blac Chyna and Rob, there's nothing there, there's no spice. We don't care about your stripper friends, Blac Chyna. It's really unfortunate, but that's what it boils down to. You gotta give us a little bit more if you want this show to stick around. So on that note, the Kardashians, I don't think it's gonna happen. Oh, and by the way, she's having a girl. Okay, back to our Hollywood news. Adele decided that she's gonna take 10 years off, stop touring, to stay home to raise her son. She's actually gonna still record and do the studio, but she's gonna chill out and stop the touring, because it's too much in trying to raise her child and do the touring. And you know what? I commend her, because you know what, Adele? You have your whole life to sing, but you only have a certain amount of time to raise your children. Good job for you. I think you should keep it up. More women need to consider staying home, raising their children, because work is never gonna go anywhere. You can always work. I know some of you don't agree with me. Let me know what you think about that. Do you think that it's worth staying home to raise your children, or try to fight and be a career woman? Because you know what, the way I look at it, you have your whole lifetime to work. And how long do you have to raise your children? Seriously, it's the disrespectful lady. Mwah.